Hi, my name is Emily Flippen. I work at the University of Virginia Medical Center on 6 East, which is orthopedics and trauma. I am requesting the purchasing of additional mobility equipment for our floor. They are known as SARA studies. We currently have one on our unit, but I'm promoting the idea of purchasing 3 additional SARA studies. Since our unit already owns one, we know from the previous purchase that the SARA study is $2,000. I'm suggesting that we purchase 3 additional studies for the unit so that we have a total of 4 that belong to us specifically. The physical therapy gym has a couple of their own, however, many times we do not have access to them because they have been taken to another floor. Due to our patient population and our unit's capacity, which is 30 beds, we would benefit from having 4 total at our immediate access. Several days during the week, we are at our full capacity of 30 patients. Since we have several patients who require the SARA study for mobility, who may all want to get up at the same time, we face a dilemma by only having one. The company who owns SARA studies, R. Joe Hunt Lee, described the equipment as a better option compared to a wheelchair. They describe the equipment as encouraging patients and residents to fully participate in transfers, thus improving circulation, breathing, digestion, and muscle tone. When at the toilet, the resident or patient is encouraged to stand while supported by the SARA study. The resident or patient's independence and dignity is actively promoted. When required, the carer can assist with adjustment of clothing in an easy and safe way. Our patient population includes patients who are oftentimes non-weight bearing on one limb, which makes it difficult to use a walker. Being able to put weight on one leg allows them to safely use the SARA study for mobility. Additionally, it is safer for staff. Preventing patient falls and staff injury is a must on our unit. The total cost for 3 additional SARA studies would be $6,000. While it could come from our unit operational budget, I would like to request that the payment come from the capital budget. By reducing injury, we will save money in areas such as workers' compensation costs. Additionally, by preventing falls, we will save money in costs that we do not get reimbursed for. We are not reimbursed for costs that are required as a result of a hospital-related ailment. For example, imaging that would be required after a patient fall would be a cost that we will not be reimbursed for and the patient will not be charged for. Recently, we were ranked the #1 hospital in the state of Virginia by the U.S. News and World Report. Patients and families expect the best when they come to our hospital. As a result, we need to take every opportunity to improve patient safety as well as employee safety. Looking for weaknesses in adding this equipment, we will need to make sure that the staff do not allow patients to become dependent on the study. It should be used only for a patient who is not able to walk to the destination that they are aiming for, bathroom, or bed to chair, or chair to bed. Once a patient has progressed enough to make the transfer without the study, it is imperative that they do so in order to promote healing. Staff must continue to weigh in on physical therapy's recommendations for mobility and stop using the study once physical therapy feels they no longer need it. Having this additional equipment will give us great opportunities. It will allow us to mobilize more than one patient at a time. In the past, we've had patients who needed to go to the bathroom or get to the chair for a meal who had to wait because another staff member was using the study for another patient. Since we all want to promote mobility, we need to have the equipment that allows us to do so. We cannot fairly encourage a patient to get out of bed to use the bedside commode and then wind up having to put them on the bedpan because the equipment isn't available. This does not allow for consistent mobility. Our patient satisfaction rankings are currently above the percentage that we aim for. If we continue to force patients to wait for the equipment to be able to mobilize the way that we encourage them to, we risk losing our high satisfaction ranking. When waiting for another patient to be finished with the study, we aren't just waiting for them to be done, we also must take the time to clean the equipment between uses, thus leaving the next patient waiting even longer. This is a threat that we could incur if we do not have the finances to purchase the additional 3 SARE studies. Thank you for your time.